guys, good morning. Good morning. So I wanted to come and record a video today because yesterday, sorry, y'all know I don't like my mouth ashy. but so I wanted to come back and record the video today because yesterday, of course, I was noticeably upset. But have to move on, and so I am here at my doctor's office today because I have a 7:15 appointment for my ultrasound for them to check and make sure everything is still okay. And then this evening I will be starting Clomid. I will be taking Clomid and progesterone for the next 5 days. And then I come back on the 30th or the 31st to get baseline blood work and another ultrasound done to make sure that the follicles are growing properly, and how many follicles are growing. And then at some point next week, I will be doing my trigger shot if everything goes well and the follicles are growing and getting to the right size and everything. So that's where we are right now. You guys know that I wanted to have 3 natural cycles, which means unmedicated. I've only had 2 unmedicated cycles. So this is the very first IUI cycle that I will be having medicated. So this is IUI number 3, medicated. Have mixed feelings about it, but at the end of the day, and I had to talk to myself and be realistic about well, not be realistic, but be more realistic because I think I'm as realistic as can get, but be more realistic about the process, and the fact that even though I am healthy, even though my saline sonogram came back perfect, my HSG exam came back perfect. At that time I had 11 follicles. I didn't have any cysts or anything impeding me moving forward in the process. I didn't have any issues whatsoever. My levels were great. My vitamin levels were, everything. It was a perfect storm type of situation. But at the end of the day, I am 41 years old. I will be 42 in June. So just because everything is perfect, or just because everything seemed like it's perfect, doesn't mean that there's not something underlying that's going on. And the reason for that is I've never been in this position before. I've never been in a position of trying to conceive before. I could very well have egg issues. I don't know. Just because I have that many follicles doesn't mean that that they produce mature eggs. So I have to be realistic in the process, and continue to do what my doctor advises me to do. So yeah, as I said, I will be starting Clomid this evening, depending on, making sure that everything is still good, that I don't have any cysts or I don't have any other type of polyps or anything like that in my uterus that would impede me from starting the process. And that's about it. I know I've been promising you guys a video on my vitamins, but since this video is going to be extremely short, I will do my vitamin video today, and then I will upload this today for you guys so you guys can see what's going on. I probably won't record again until trigger day, which will be as I said, next week sometimes. because I don't know how my body's going to react to the Clomid. Now, if I have some sort of adverse reaction to Clomid, or if my exam on Monday shows that things aren't progressing the way my doctor would like them to progress, I'll definitely come back and let you guys know that. Otherwise, I won't record anything until trigger day, and then the day I go in for the IUI, and of course when I go pick up my baby daddy. So, so I'm in good spirits. I'm optimistic. I'm happy. I'm healthy. And today is a new day. So it is 6:47. My appointment is at 7:15. So I had to stop and get breakfast. So I stopped at Chick-fil-A today to get breakfast because that McDonald's was not agreeing with your girl yesterday. And it's not very often that I eat McDonald's, but yeah, it did her wrong. It did her so wrong yesterday. And I still kind of feel like I have a headache, like right in the front of my face, because I just all around felt horrible yesterday, for many reasons, of course. But yeah, that's where we are, guys. And the goal is to have a healthy and happy baby, boy or girl. Happy, healthy baby. That's what I'm praying to God for. And how I get there, that's just a journey. But at the end of that journey is what I'm trying to focus on. So I was supposed to go into my office today and work, but because I have this doctor's appointment today, my doctor is right around the corner from where I live at in Maryland, but my office is in Virginia. So I didn't want to leave from my doctor's office and then spend all of that time in traffic trying to get to the office. So I will be teleworking today. The other thing that I will be doing today is I will be trying to get what will be my baby's room cleared out, because since I moved in the house at the end of April, it's just been like a staging ground for all my clothes and my shoes and stuff. So yeah, I feel like if I decluttered that room and I tried to get more things in order, unpack more boxes and put more stuff in place, that it opens up space, not just physical space, but mental space for me to be prepared for bringing a child into this world. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on the rest of this week. So I want to get that room completely cleared out, get all of my clothes in the proper place, whatever's going to be hung up, put everything else in the drawers, get my shoes and stuff together. Lord knows I got so many shoes. My idea was one of my bedrooms I was going to turn into a walk-in closet like I normally do. Like when I stayed in townhouses and apartments, I would always have a second room just for me to have a walk-in closet. But my thinking was that since I am trying to have a child, and at some point, especially in the early part of that, when the baby gets here, I'm going to need some help. So, because I was going to have a guest room, and people was giving me shit because I didn't want to have a guest room. But so I broke down and decided to go ahead and make the room I was going to turn into my walk-in closet into my guest bedroom. So I do want to get that together as well. I need to go and pick out some furniture and stuff for that room, and get that room in order, and then yeah, start focusing on getting my living room together. So there's a lot of other stuff that's going on in my life, guys, outside of excuse me, outside of trying to conceive. As I said, I did buy a house at the end of April, so I'm still trying to get things together. And then on top of that, you know, working 2 jobs and doing this TTC journey, and so it's been a whole lot going on. So yeah, that's where we are. So when I start working on the individual rooms and stuff like that, especially when I start trying to get the baby's room together, I want you guys to come along on that journey with me as well. When I start putting my guest room together, I want you guys to see how that's going to turn out. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to be going on, and 2020 is going to be even more blessed than it was in 2019. And God blessed me so much in 2019, and he continues to keep his hands on me, and I thank him for that. I don't want to make this video too long because I want to get the damn vitamins together so I can show you guys those vitamins today. So I will be uploading this video today along with the clip on the vitamins that I take. So I'm going to sit here and eat my breakfast, and I will see you guys in a minute. All right, guys, I am back. You know, sorry, I'm trying to get out of this damn parking lot. So I just had my appointment to go in and have my ultrasound or whatever. And okay, brakes pumped real fast. So before I went in to have my ultrasound, the financial lady came in and she was like, so you're having a medicated cycle this cycle? And I was like, yeah, my nurse and my doctor, that's what they wanted me to do this cycle. And sorry guys, she was like, well, in order to have the medicated cycle, you have to pay today. And I was like, okay, so what am I paying today? And she said you have to pay $1,800 today. I was like, why am I paying $1,800 today when all I'm having today is an ultrasound? But you know, I was like, I'm not fixing to let this stress me. So she told me, so the problem with that is that I have to pay for another donor. I have to pay for my donor again, and then I have to pay for of course the IUI and stuff like that. So the funds that I had set aside was for that, not paying for the $1,800 for the medicated cycle, plus set aside money for the IUI, plus set aside money for my donor. So so I got my wish that I will be rolling into the 3rd natural IUI cycle unmedicated, which means that I need to continue to be testing from home and then go in for my IUI next week. So I asked my nurse, what are some of the things that I could do to increase egg quality during my natural cycle. So she said take CoQ10, which I've been taking, but more than likely I need to increase my dose. So I need to go home and since I'm going to be doing my vitamin video anyway, I need to go home and look at how much I've been taking, because I need to increase that. And I've also been taking the DHEA and the DHA, and 9 times out of 10 I need to increase both of those as well. So I will be ordering on Amazon today, because I know that I'm almost out of the DHA, and I just got a new bottle of the DHEA, so I should be good at least for the rest of this week and next week, if I have to double up on doses and stuff like that, increase the dosage. Also, I just bought a brand new bottle of CoQ10. So depending on how much milligrams that is, 9 times out of 10 I need to increase that as well. So I need to make sure I have enough to be able to do that for this cycle. Otherwise I need to go ahead and purchase another bottle today, so that I'll be covered for this whole cycle. I'm running out of my anti-aging patch and my B complex patch. So I already ordered those yesterday, so they should be here today. But I'll go over all of my vitamins and stuff when I get home. I just wanted to come back and let you guys know how the appointment went. Well, it was a non-appointment, because when she told me that I had to pay $1,800 today, I was like, no, she's not fixing to do that. And then still have to pay for all this other stuff, because I didn't allocate those funds for that. I'm taking care of some other things, which I was just basically telling you guys about in the last clip, about trying to get my guest room together, getting furniture and stuff for there. So that's where those funds are going. I have the money, but is that something that I want to do right now? And then I told her, I was like, well, I can do it on Friday. I mean, if you guys could, if I can just move forward and just, pay half today and then pay the remaining balance on Friday. She was like, well, no, we need the whole thing by 12 o'clock today. And she was like, and I was like, well, no, because I'm already taking care of something else. I did not expect to have to pay $1,800 today. So I've already taken care of something else that those funds would have been available for. And she said, well, if you can come up with it tomorrow, then you're still good within the cycle, because you have to have, if you're going to do a medicated cycle, it has to start on cycle day 5, because you have 5 days of medication. So that blew that out of the water for me anyway, because one, I didn't have the funds right now to start that, and so on one hand, I'm happy that I'm able to do another natural cycle, non-medicated, and then on the other hand, I'm not happy because I want my best chance to trying to conceive. So I'm going to take this cycle to throw the whole kitchen sink at it, making sure that I'm getting all of the vitamins and everything like that. Try to get some progesterone suppositories to help with after just coming up with my game plan. So yeah, that's where we are, guys. I'm trying to head back home because I need to log in for work. And I need to record the vitamin video because I want to get this stuff uploaded today. And that's about it. Sorry, I'm trying to see what's going on. It's, you know, it looked like cars stopped just immediately in the middle of the road. So I just want to make sure I wasn't heading for no accident like that pile up that happened a couple of days ago. But yeah, so that's what's going on, guys. We're going into natural IUI cycle number 3, non-medicated, with some vitamin changes to help aid in this cycle. So I guess I'll purchase my donor. I'll go ahead and pay for that on Friday, and then go ahead and pick it up on Monday morning. So I'll have that, and get the same thing, get the 2-week tank. So when I do get my peak, then I can go for my IUI the following day. So that's the plan. And that's it. This TTC journey is no joke, guys. And for anyone who is going through this journey, and more so the women who are going through this journey by themselves, you know, someone like me, regardless if you have issues or if you don't have issues, but you're going through this journey by yourself. Like, unless you have an insurance that's going to cover everything, it's, you know, it gets expensive really quickly. And then you got to add on the fact that if you're using a donor sperm, that if you have, for instance, if you have 6 cycles, that's $6,000 in sperm. You feel me? That's on top of everything else. Now, again, as I said, because I am financially stable and able to do this, I'm blessed to be able to do this. But if I was unable to financially pay for this stuff, I would be in a world of hurt right now, you know. So I thank God that I'm able to do this and not have to rob Peter to pay Paul type of situation. Like, you know, I can do this and be okay. Like, my light won't get turned off tomorrow because I'm making this type of choice today, so I can have the money to pay for this. So yeah, this as I said, this is where we are. I'm trying to get home as soon as possible because I need to log in, and then I could have just went into the office today. Had I known this yesterday, I wouldn't even came here today. I would have gone to work and then came in with my game plan. They could have sent me my protocol in my patient portal, and you know, everything would have been good. But since I didn't want to miss this appointment, my job's on the other side of town, and even though I have the most awesomest boss in the world, you know, I don't want to have to be taking days off right now when I don't need to, because I'm gonna need those days when I eventually get pregnant, because there are going to be a lot of damn doctor's appointments then, you know. And thank God I'm not the type of person who gets sick all the time, you know, with colds and shit, and always have to go to the doctor and stuff like that, because there's going to be another situation where, you know, my boss wouldn't understand, because he's like, you're always at the damn doctor's office. But because he knows what I'm going through right now, you know, we're good. So anywho, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna record the vitamin video for you guys, and I'm gonna include it in this. Hopefully you guys don't get don't be too mad at me, because my last few videos have been long as hell. And this video right here is already almost 15 minutes. Plus about the 8 minutes or so from the video I recorded this morning. And then you're talking about another 5 minutes for the vitamins. So you're talking about almost a 30-minute video. But hopefully you guys like hearing from me than not. And hopefully you don't mind that some of my videos are longer than others. I guess that's about it. I will see you guys in a minute when I get to the house and I start recording the videos on the vitamin, and then I will try to get this uploaded today for you guys. Okay, see you in a bit. All right, guys, finally, as promised, I am going to show you guys the vitamins that I take. So here is the multivitamin patch that I take. As I said in an earlier video, I put this patch on at night before I go to bed. And it's been working for me. When I wake up in the morning, I feel energized. I feel renewed. I don't feel as sleepy. After I wake up, I feel ready to go. And so this has everything, every vitamin that you need. And it has a good bit amount of each vitamin that you need. So that is what is in my multivitamin. So I will let you guys see all of the vitamins in there. Okay. The next 4 patches are the ones that I put on first thing in the morning after I get out of the shower. So I take this anti-aging patch, which I found out from one of the streamers that I love watching, Simply Tanika. She was talking about this patch, and so it's really good for women who are of a certain age. And as you guys already know, I'm 41 going on 42. And so this is supposed to be really good for people, for women of a mature age, I'll say. Here are the vitamins that are in the anti-aging patch. Okay. And you see it has some CoQ10 in it. But I don't use this as my CoQ10. I have the actual high absorption, which I'll show you in a minute. And I also have my vitamin B12 and complex patch. The reason why I switched to patches for most of my vitamins is because, as I stated before in a previous video, that I had bypass surgery, gastric bypass surgery 3 years ago. And I have been having issues with my absorption of certain vitamins. And vitamin B is definitely one of those. Iron is another one that I was having serious issues with absorbing. I went from the pill to a liquid, and I still wasn't getting the absorption that I needed. And it wasn't until I switched to the patch that I was getting it. And I can feel the difference. But yeah, vitamin B12 and the complex, I was having a serious issue. So I switched to this. And here are all of the vitamins in the vitamin B. Okay. All right. And so, yeah, I switched to the iron one as well. And you can see all the vitamins in the iron. Okay. And the last patch that I take is biotin. Biotin was another vitamin that I wasn't getting enough of. Right after I had my gastric bypass surgery, I had lost a lot of hair. Even though I was taking the pill, the chewable, I still wasn't getting enough. So I switched to the patch. And you can see all of the vitamins. Well, if this label wasn't there, but you can kind of see there what all is in there. So biotin B7 is like 2,250%. So yeah, it has some good vitamins. Okay, so these 4 patches I put on first thing in the morning. When I wake up, I put 2 on each arm. And the multivitamin I put on at night before I go to bed. So those are the patches, guys. Now we'll get on to the pills. So I have the D3. This is another one that I was having issues with, but I was taking the pill originally. It was like a little oil tablet, and I still wasn't getting enough. So I switched to this dissolvable sublingual, so it goes under the tongue. So I got the vitamin 3, D3. And you can see what that looks like. Okay, and I added the folate. This is also a sublingual, dissolves under the tongue. And as you can see, folate. And another thing about the patches, I've been taking these patches, guys, for almost a month. Like I'm probably 2 or 3 days short of a month from taking these patches. I just read up on my patches yesterday, so I should be getting more in here. And let me take one of these out so you can see what they look like actually. So as you can see, they come on the little patches here, and you peel it off and stick it on. What I normally do is I, even though after I take a shower, your skin is clean, but I still go over the area where I'm going to put it at with an alcohol swab or wipe. And that's for several reasons. So one of the main reasons is when you use alcohol, it opens up the pores. So it helps with the absorption. And also the alcohol makes it stick better, that I find. If you put it on just, you know, dried skin or whatever, it helps it stick better. So yeah, so that's the other thing about that. The other thing that I added this cycle was the liquid Geritol, which is high potency vitamin B and iron liquid. So I take this in the morning as well. Before, like right after I put my patches on, I'll take this. So I shake it up and then I take it. And you can see all of the vitamins that are in here. Okay. I get this from Amazon, and when I get it, I get 2 bottles. It's only good for 8 days per bottle. So that's 14 days. So I can't even count. That's 16 days per 2 boxes that I get. So that's basically 2 weeks. So I buy this twice a month. And this is this 3rd bottle. So I've been taking this for almost a month now. Yeah. So that was added this cycle. The other thing that was added was this CoQ10, which I'm thinking about. I haven't found a patch just for CoQ10. So what I may end up doing is I may start doubling up on this CoQ10, even though it's in that anti-aging patch. And even though I take 1 of these a day, I may start taking this once in the morning and once in the evening. And as you can see, it has 200 milligrams of that. And it's the high absorption one. There was another CoQ10 that I was taking, and I didn't feel that I was getting enough absorption in it. So that's why I switched to this one. And the other thing for me, as I said before, is because of my bypass surgery, certain things I take, I just don't get enough of. So I'm wondering if I wasn't getting enough. I switched to this probably last week in my cycle. So this may very well work if I double up on it, but I think that I just wasn't getting enough of this. And if I can find the I'll go online on Amazon to see what vitamin, the original CoQ10 I was taking and how much was in there, so you guys can see the difference between the two. And here are the other two that I take. So here's the DHEA that I take. And I was only taking one of these a day, but I may start taking this twice a day, and not just taking it twice a day. I may take 2 in the morning and 2 in the evening, so I can get 100 milligrams of this in. So that's what I'm thinking of doing, because it's only 25 milligrams, and I want to get up to 100. So I may take 2 of these in the morning, 2 in the evening, starting tomorrow. I'll start doing that because I've already taken my vitamins for the day, so I won't be taking any more. So that's the DHEA. So here's the DHA that I take, which is a part of a prenatal package. So I don't take the prenatal pill of this anymore because I switched to the multivitamin patch, but I still take the DHEA. And you can see what's in here. So this, the DHA is 200 milligrams. So what I'm going to do is I do need to re-up on that because I believe I only have enough for the rest of this week. But I do want to take 2 of these a day. So 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. So yeah, I need to order another bottle of this. And the other thing that I added late in my cycle was the vitamin E. And so I may start doubling up on this as well. Take 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. And again, it's because of the absorption rate. I want to make sure that I'm getting enough of these vitamins in, because of the bypass. Trying to guesstimate if I got all of the right dosage in is very difficult, since I'm not going for blood work all the time. But I have noticed the difference because of the patches that I am getting more of the vitamins in than I was before, which is a good thing. So yeah, guys, those are all of the vitamins that I take and when I take them. So yeah, hopefully this triggers someone to say, hey, maybe I should switch to the patch, or maybe I should maybe add another one, or check what my absorption is. So yeah, I'm going to add this to the other 2 videos for today and then upload it. So you guys are looking at almost 40 minutes of a video. I hope you don't kill me. I'm sorry. But as I promised, here are all the vitamins. I'm not sponsored by anybody. No one told me to say, hey, try this. This is just something that I did for myself because of my unique situation with my bypass and trying to make sure that I'm getting enough of this stuff in, so that my body is doing what it needs to do. And hopefully this helps somebody. So that is going to be it for today, guys. I have updated you as much as I can. I've shown you all of the vitamins that I take. And so yeah, we're on to IUI cycle number 3. This is technically cycle day 4. And yeah, so that's it. Thanks everyone for taking the time to even get to this point in this video, because I'm pretty sure it's almost 40 minutes, if not over at this point. So I really appreciate you hanging in there and getting to the end of the video. Thank you very much to new subscribers. Hello, and hopefully my journey is informative for you. Welcome everyone who is an existing subscriber. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for continuing to stay with me on this journey. And yeah, as always, keep the faith and stay positive. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.